This is for you. Not for the person who has had a German Shepherd for 10 years and knows this breed the way you know your own name. Not for the trainer who has worked with dozens of them and stopped being surprised by anything they do somewhere around year 5. This is for you, the one who has been watching videos for 3 weeks, the one who has the crate assembled in the corner of the room where the dog will sleep, the one who has read 4 articles about socialization windows and is not entirely sure they understood any of them, the one who picked a name weeks ago and has been using it in quiet moments when nobody is listening, practicing the way it will sound when there is actually a dog to say it to. This is for you, and I want to be honest with you about something before we go any further. Everything you have read and watched and researched has prepared you for a dog. What you are actually getting is something more than that. Not more difficult, though some of it will be difficult. More significant, more present, more interior, more alive to you specifically than anything in the breed profile was written to communicate. I know, because I was exactly where you are, and I wish someone had written this letter to me before I started. The first thing I want to tell you is about the weight, not the physical weight. Though an adult German Shepherd is more dog than most new owners are fully prepared for when they feel it leaning against them for the first time. I mean the emotional weight, the relational weight, the specific gravity of being chosen by an animal whose choosing is not casual or easily transferred. German Shepherds do not distribute their attachment broadly. They do not love the household in a general, ambient way. They identify a person, one specific person, through a process of observation and assessment that happens largely in the first weeks and months, and that most new owners are not aware is even occurring. And when they have finished that assessment, when the decision has been made, they organize their entire interior life around the outcome of it. That is you they are organizing around. And I want you to understand what that means before it happens. Because understanding it in advance changes how you move through those early weeks in ways that matter for everything that follows. It means that your consistency is not just a training principle. It is a form of communication that this dog is reading and responding to and filing away in a memory that is more specific and more durable than most people realize. It means that the quality of your presence, whether you are actually with this dog or merely in the same room, is something they register and respond to. It means that the relationship you are about to begin is one that asks something of you that goes beyond food and walks and training sessions, something quieter and more sustained than any of those things. Presence, genuine, daily, undivided presence. Not constantly, not at the expense of everything else in your life, but consistently enough that this dog always knows where they stand with you. The second thing I want to tell you is about the noise. There is going to be a lot of noise in the first year. Well-meaning noise from people around you who have opinions about how German Shepherds should be raised and trained and managed. Online noise from forums and comment sections where everyone is certain and nobody agrees. The noise of your own doubt, which will arrive reliably at the moments when your puppy is doing something you cannot explain, and you are not sure whether to correct it or ignore it, or whether you have already somehow made a mistake that you will spend years undoing. Here is what I want to tell you about all of that noise. The most important information about your German Shepherd is going to come from your German Shepherd, not from a forum, not from a breed profile, not from a video, including this one, from the specific animal in front of you, who is a member of a breed with documented characteristics. but who is also a specific individual with their own specific personality and their own specific relationship with the world, and who is going to tell you things about themselves that no general information source could have predicted. Your job in the first year is to pay attention, not to perform attention, not to go through the motions of engagement while you are actually monitoring whether you are doing it correctly. To actually watch this dog, to learn the specific language of this specific animal, to notice what their ears do before they make a decision, and what their breathing sounds like when they are settled versus when something has shifted, and what the particular quality of their stillness means versus the other particular quality of their stillness that means something completely different. This takes time. It takes patience. It requires you to be comfortable with not knowing everything yet. And it produces something that no training manual can give you, which is a genuine relationship with a specific living being rather than a managed version of a breed standard. The third thing I want to tell you is about the difficult weeks. They are coming. I cannot tell you exactly when, though I can tell you that for most German Shepherd owners, the period somewhere between month 4 and month 7 is when the relationship asks the most of you. The puppy who was exhausting but manageable becomes an adolescent who is testing things you thought were settled. Commands that worked reliably suddenly seem optional. The socialization you invested in carefully starts producing unexpected results in unexpected situations. The dog you thought you understood does something you did not anticipate, and you find yourself wondering whether you missed something fundamental somewhere in the first months. You probably did not miss anything fundamental. What you are experiencing is a German Shepherd going through the neurological reorganization that happens in adolescence in this breed. The same developmental shift that makes human teenagers temporarily baffling to the adults who know them best. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for impulse control and decision-making, is restructuring itself. The dog is not regressing. The dog is developing. And the thing that gets most owners through this period, with the relationship intact, is the thing that got them through the difficult puppy weeks before it, which is consistency, patience, and the decision to interpret the behavior charitably rather than personally. Your German Shepherd is not testing you because they have decided against you. They are testing everything. It is developmental. It passes, and the dog that comes out the other side of it, if you held the relationship steady during it, is the dog this breed is capable of being at its best. The fourth thing is the one I most wish someone had told me. The mistakes you make with this dog in the first year are not going to define your relationship with them. I need you to hear that clearly, because new owners of this breed have a tendency toward a kind of perfectionism that comes from loving the dog deeply and understanding, even at the beginning, that they are in a relationship that matters. They read about the damage that inconsistency can do, and they become anxious about every inconsistency. They read about the importance of the socialization window, and they become anxious about every exposure they might have missed. They read about the attachment science, and they become anxious about every moment they were not fully present. Your German Shepherd is not keeping a ledger. They are not tallying your mistakes against a benchmark of perfect ownership. They are living in the relationship as it actually is, every day, with whatever you brought to it on that specific day. And they are finding the connection that is available within that reality and organizing around it. The mistakes that genuinely matter are the sustained ones, the ones that become patterns, the chronic inconsistency, the persistent withdrawal, the repeated association of your presence with something that frightens them. Single mistakes, bad days, weeks where life overwhelmed you and the dog got less than they deserved. These are not the things that define a German Shepherd's relationship with their person. The recovery from them is. What defines the relationship is what you do after the bad days. Whether you come back, whether you are consistent again, whether the dog can predict that the person they chose is still choosing them back. They can forgive a great deal in someone who keeps showing up. The fifth thing I want to tell you is the simplest and the one most likely to be buried by everything else you are reading and watching and preparing. Enjoy this. Not just the trained version, not just the dog who sits and stays and walks beautifully on leash and makes you look competent at the dog park. The whole thing. The puppy who cannot manage the stairs yet. The adolescent who has forgotten how commands work. The dog who wakes you up because the neighbor's car made a sound at 3 in the morning. The dog who follows you into every room, including the ones you were hoping to have to yourself. This particular animal, with this particular personality, in this particular season of their life, will not be here forever. That is not a warning. It is an invitation. An invitation to pay the kind of attention now that you will wish you had paid when you are looking back. German Shepherds live completely in the present moment. Every greeting is the greatest greeting. Every walk is the only walk. Every evening beside you is the entire world. They do not save themselves. They give everything, every day, to whatever is actually in front of them. The best thing you can do for both of you is to meet them there as often as you can. That is the letter, not the one about feeding schedules or socialization checklists or the right age to start formal training. Those things matter, and you will figure them out. This is the other letter, the one about what kind of relationship you are walking into and what it is going to ask of you and what it is going to give you back in return for whatever you genuinely bring to it. Welcome to one of the most extraordinary things that happens to people. Welcome to your German Shepherd. Share this with someone who is about to start this journey. Subscribe if you want to keep going this deep into what this breed actually is. And leave a comment telling me the one thing you wish you had known before you started. I will read every single one.